from Midland, where I've started, I will be walking to Kelso. Lovely village, by the way. Look at that, beautiful village. And then picking up the Borders Abbey's Way, just south of the Eildons, and they're basically following that through Newtown St Boswells, Dryborough, and then along the Tweed through to Kelso. I think the distance is about 17 miles, so it'll be a typical day that I'll be doing when I'm doing Land's End John O'Groats. This has got a fair bit of pathway and a bit of road walking as well in it, so again very typical of some of the routes that I'll be taking, especially up, I think, through the Seven Way and stuff like that. So I've got to get my feet used to that sort of terrain. That's probably about it. I'll come back later. I'll also talk a bit about the kit that I'm wearing as well, so just really for sort of sharing purposes, and I found it really helpful when I've been looking at videos of guys that have done the walk, and girls, especially Ellie Outdoor. She's really good. So Ellie Hikes, sorry, you want to follow her, she's really good. Looking at some of the kit that's been taken, and I'll do a vlog on that as well at some point, but yeah, I'll go through some of the kit that I'm wearing today, some of the stuff that I'm using, and sort of add bits of that in some of the subsequent walks leading up to Land's End John O'Groats. So yeah, catch you later, bye. So just come off the road here, I think for Bowdenkirk. No, it's this is very cool. So in days of old you would have your horse and cart come along here, horse and carriage I guess, and there you would have your passengers alight down the steps to go into the church. How cool is that? So as you can see, I am now on the St Cuthbert's Way, and I will follow this all the way through that mud to Kelso. Yeah, just to say as well, I will put the route on at the end, so anybody who wants to see where I've gone, you can follow that. I think I use Relive or something, so you'll see the track that I take. I've got Outdoor Active as well, but I'll be honest with you, it's so averse to using roads or anything like that. It's not that great. So I've been using Komoot most of the time. That still has its own problems, but it actually gives a better, I think a better route. Maps aren't as good. They don't use the OS maps, so that's a bit of a downside on those. But overall, I like it. The other thing I really like about Komoot is that they've got this multi-day tour thing that you can do. So especially for me, doing the Land's End to John O'Groats next year, I can plan it all my days. So so that's brilliant. Anyway, I will catch you later. Bye. Also, forgot to say one other thing I like about this is I see on my watch it says, well, you can't see it now, dang it. Anyway, it gives you on Komoot straight through to your watch. That's really cool. So you don't get that silly voice that keeps telling you to turn right and turn left every 2 seconds. You just get it straight to your watch if you've got a Garmin, that is. So definitely recommend it for that. That's proved really useful a number of times. So I said I'd do a review of certain things as I went along. Now I've actually done a longer review of what I'm about to talk about on my channel, so bit of a plug here. If you'd like to really cheeky, like, subscribe and thumbs up and notifications and whatever else it is, you'll get notifications of whenever I do any of these daft walks in the borders, Scottish borders by the way. Best place as well to walk, fantastic walking areas. So, and if you're planning on doing the job, by the way, you've got to do it. It's just brilliant. It's just fantastic for walking, for any sort of sport, particularly cycling as well. They got the world famous Glen Tress in the borders as well, near Peebles. But anyway, back to what I'm meant to be talking about. So I'm meant to be talking about Ultra Olympus 6s, and let me just show you. I'm at them there, and I've got a pair of Montane Gaiters on to keep all the bits out. But anyway, what do I think of them? So I'm a long-term Ultra Olympus fan. I've also got the Lone Peaks, which I also love. Great pair of shoes those are. But for me, long distance cycling, I like a bit more stack height. I do like the zero drop. Absolutely love the zero drop. If you suffer with backache, I found makes a world of difference to that. It really helps because you're not like tipped up on your heels, and however minor the stack height, the heel to toe drop is, you're going to get this like slightly tilting, which pushes your hip forward to balance, and you then get increased backache. Whereas if you've got a flat foot, then your spine's in its proper alignment. But anyway, back to the Olympus. I'm really good at getting distracted. So, oh heck, somebody's coming. I'll catch you later. well, that was embarrassing. Anyway, oh dear. Right, so the Olympus, what do I think of them? Good things first. They maintain they maintain the zero drop. They've sorted out the bit where the Olympus 5 was wearing out quick, which was behind the toe guard, but around where you're, you know, when you walk, you get this, your sole, your toes bend. There's like a little bend point. It was a weakness point there, and they were ripping a lot. And to be fair, they still do. But the Olympus 6 seems to have sorted that out. So that's the good point. And once you've worn them in, which brings me to my bad points, then they're okay. But I wouldn't say they're certainly not any better than the 5s. The thing I hate about them, and I just can't be doing with them, and for this reason I don't recommend them, certainly not the 6s anyway, they have this daft, in the heel they have these 2 pads that they've put in. So normally on the Olympus you can just wear them, you know, get them out of the box, put them on, go for a 20-mile walk, and you're absolutely fine. Can't do it with these. I did it and got massive blisters on my heel. So you've got to wear them in if you're going to get them. And to me, that it was just like their quality has just gone down so much in the last couple of years. I'm actually now beginning to look elsewhere. The trouble is, of course, they've got the market on zero drop and there's very little else being done. But yeah, my thoughts on the Olympus 6, not as good as the Olympus 5, even though they've sorted out the wearing out points. The Vibram Mega Grip, by the way, stayed the same, so that's absolutely brilliant. It's really, really good grip, any conditions. The only time that it doesn't work is when you're walking on really wet, slippery mud, but there's no boot or shoe that's going to grip when it's like that. But wet rock and everything is absolutely fine. So what do I think of them overall? Probably a 6 out of 10. So now I'm just coming down from Newtown St Boswells. As you can see now, this is where the Borders Abbey Way and St Cuthbert's divert, and I'll be leaving St Cuthbert's and going on the Borders Abbey Way. There we go, this is the Tweed, probably at one of its widest points, I would think. Don't think I could probably wade through that. So the crosses might give this away. I think that this is the site of Dryburgh Abbey. Now, Dryburgh Abbey was sacked by the English hundreds of years ago. I think it was after the Battle of Stirling, was it? On their way back? Could be wrong. Yeah, probably I'm wrong. But anyway, they were sacked by the English. And quite a while later, to pay sort of penance for that, the Church of Maxton was gifted to those that were evicted. And interesting fact, if you do the St Cuthbert's Way, you'll walk past the Church at Maxton. That was donated to pay for the sins of sacking the abbey. Now, probably wasn't anything like the size. Certainly, I've been to past Maxton Church, and it's just this quaint little old church. It won't be anything like that, but I think it was the Earl of Dryburgh paid for it. But anyway, there we go. A little bit of sort of history that probably isn't history, but there we go. Onwards and upwards. Okay, so you know what I've just said, that was completely wrong. Well, it wasn't completely wrong. It was sacked by Edward I, set fire to it and all the rest of it, and the Church of Maxton was gifted as recompense for that. But I said that it was completely destroyed, and it wasn't. It's so to say, I'm led to believe, and I think it's down there. So I'm just going to have a quick look down there, and if I can show you pictures I will, but I might have to pay, so in that case I won't then. But we'll see. I'm just if not, I'll take a picture of what it looks like from pictures. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so it appears you have to pay, and to be honest, because I'm literally just walking past it, I'm not going to pay. So as you can see through there, I've also taken a picture, so I'll post that. But there are ruins, and so that's one of the abbeys. 7.25 miles in, time for a rest, and just a quick review of this chair. I don't know if you can see it actually on this, but the Alp kit, look, if you can't see it, there it is, that's it. It's the Alp kit stool, or whatever they call it. It's about, I think it's around about 300 and something grams. I absolutely love it. It's compared to the sit mats that you get, and don't get me wrong, sit mats are great, they have their place, but when you're getting on like I am, it's nice to have just somewhere off the ground that you can sit that's really comfortable, and yeah, thoroughly enjoy it. So I definitely recommend that, and I'll probably be taking that on my Land's End to John O'Groats. I don't think there's much else to say really about it. It's a chair, it works brilliantly, it's easy to pack away. If it gets a bit muddy, I just leave it in the side. So yeah, I'm now going to be following the Tweed for the next probably 15 miles, and leave it for a bit just before getting to Kelso, and then rejoin it at Kelso again. So yeah, just going to take a 10-minute rest here and then crack on my way again. So that's me 10 miles in. Who could believe this is like near November in Scotland, and I'm absolutely cooking. Already had to take a layer off. So, oh, what can I say? How am I feeling? I'm feeling good. Feet are good. Feeling a bit hungry actually. I've just had a couple of nuts, but I've got some cheese and biscuits that I'm going to have in a bit. Great hiking food, that. And if you want to know a little bit more about if you're doing long distance hiking and the best sort of foods to eat, there's a guy called Gear Skeptic on YouTube. When I did the Cape Wrath Trail last year, he was invaluable in terms of giving me the sort of information I needed over the balance of fats, carbohydrates and proteins, and the electrolytes and minerals and everything that you need. It's a bit of a technical explanation, but he's brilliant, and if you are serious about long distance hiking, then I definitely recommend you give his channel a look. So yeah, onwards and upwards. Okay. Oh, now what do you reckon? You reckon I can jump over that, or I'm going to land on my backside? Oh dear, oh dear. Well, there's no other way, is there? Let's face it. So I'm either going to do this or spectacularly fail. Oh, wet feet, but who cares? At least I didn't land my backside in there. Right, where am I? Oh, flicking it, come on. There you go. Right, uphill. Saying goodbye to the Tweed just for a little bit, but I'll be rejoining her later on. What a day. This is just brilliant. What a day to be walking. These are rare days in Scotland when you get it like this, and I am loving every single minute of it. So I'm now just under 12 miles in and heading circuitously back to the Tweed. So I will catch you again when I get there. Bye. I think I can get around those. Let's go this way first. Yeah, come on. This way now. Just call me Spider-Man. Mind you, this next one looks a bit more interesting. Might live to regret those words. No, I just got up on the top there. He says. That way or that way? I reckon I'm going to go this way. Up. Come on. So I was saying that I was going to bring you back when I get to the Tweed, but just to say, this is where I leave the Borders Abbey Way. You can probably just see that up there pointing up that way. I'm going to go down this way because it's actually a little bit of a shorter cut that takes me down to the Tweed that little bit quicker. So yeah, catch you when I get there. Just had to bring you this. Well, I did say I'd bring you back when I got back to the Tweed again, so it's not exactly as I thought. It's right down there. So sadly my path is along this way, but if I get another shot of the Tweed, of course I'll bring it to you. There you go, there she is. And we're back again. Not a bad little place to view the river, is it? Absolutely beautiful part of the walk, yet it's not on the Borders Abbey Way. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What a beautiful, beautiful trip this has been. It's days like this is an absolute privilege. It's going to take a stop, I think, probably under that tree. I'm at 15.5 miles, so good time to stop. a little pile, eh? My route's down there. And there we go, first sight of Kelso. That was a bit embarrassing. I happened to be walking through the grounds when they were shut. So thankfully, very, very nice lady, the Duke's housekeeper, was kind enough, she was walking her dog, and she was kind enough to show me to the exit without setting the dogs on me. So I feel really bad about it, but what a lovely lady. And I shall endeavour not to do that again in the future. Whoops. Anyway, here I am now in Kelso after my little misdemeanour. Still can't believe that. Anyway, just coming through to the end. That's it's not the cathedral actually, that's, I can't remember what church that is, but I shall be heading that way, but stopping off at the hotel for a well-deserved coffee, I think. That church, Kelso North Parish Church. So that's me finished, just shy of 18 miles. Lovely day's walking, really enjoyed it, bit eventful, some amazing sights, a lovely day, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you could like and subscribe and comment, that would be wonderful, really appreciate that, and look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye.